Now, a decline in COVID-19 infections has seen most countries relaxing restrictions to ease economic pain. South African travel agents are warning tourists to check COVID-19 visa and entry rules before takeoff. For more on this, I'm joined by Kim Taylor, who is a Customer Experience Director at Flight Centre Travel Group. Kim, thank you for making time on the lead this afternoon. A lot of countries are opening up for travel. We now have vaccine certificates as well. What do we need to be aware of before we book international trips?
Absolutely. More and more countries opening, which is great news and such a relief for the industry at large. But definitely before one travels is to check the entry requirements and restrictions for the country that you wish to enter. So there's no one set rule across the board. It's very fluid and differs from country to country. So it's very important to check the specific entry requirements for the country you wish to travel to, also to check if you need a visa. Also, there's testing requirements that might apply, quarantine requirements that might apply, and also to check which type of vaccine they will accept. Most of the vaccines administered in South Africa are widely accepted, but it's very important to check that, as well as if our vaccine card will be accepted. So we obviously have the vaccine card that's handwritten. It's quite important that you check that our vaccine card is accepted, and the digital, obviously, a certificate that is now widely available to South Africans if that is accepted. So many things to check, but very important that you check the specific requirements of the country that you wish to enter.
Yeah, so important so that you're not left stranded when you should be enjoying your holidays. By the way, since we were removed from the UK's red list, Kim, what changes have you seen? What difference did that make?
Yeah, so we saw a massive spike in volumes in terms of bookings, especially for November, December departures. So we anticipate that a lot of families that are wanting to be reunited, they haven't been able to see each other for obviously the past 18 months. So we saw a massive spike in bookings, which is really, really great for us. Definitely a demand. It's one of our sort of top destinations for outbound travel. So our agents were very, very busy as we saw a surge in volumes last week.
Yeah. What if you have a travel history in countries that are red listed in the 10 days prior to your departure? Would that disadvantage you?
So some countries it does. So some countries have a requirement whereby you wouldn't be allowed to enter if in one or transiting or entering one of those red list countries. Like I said, it is dependent on the final destination, the country you wish to enter there. So that's something that also needs to be checked and which our agents check when they book your travel for you.
Yeah. So I want us to talk about the negative PCR tests as well. I mean, are those a barrier to entry? I know there are some experts that are saying maybe we should be changing our laws and allowing people who are vaccinated, even if they are in fact have tested positive, and then they can come into the country. We can discuss whether or not there must be quarantine or not. But the whole idea is we need to start learning to live with the virus. Your thoughts on that?
So as a travel company, we advocate at large and obviously with many regulatory bodies or tourism bodies. The general consensus is, we are driving vaccinations as a country. We're looking to achieve herd immunity. Why would a PCR test still be relevant? So that's something that is a continuous focus and a continuous discussion. Thoughts around it is, for tourism and to stimulate tourism again, let's achieve the herd immunity. With vaccination programs that are rolling out and are gaining momentum, I think PCR tests will be something that will be on the table and hopefully something that, will be discussed and removed as a requirement globally. For the time being, like I said, there's no general sort of one-fits-all approach from country to country, and especially coming into South Africa, it's still a PCR test, a negative PCR test that's required. But I do think in time, as we see herd immunity achieved, it will be something that will be removed, hopefully.